This is Hines. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Hines. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now back to throw. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Webster. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kane. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 1st and 10, Webster. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gone!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Webster. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st down, Webster escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webster, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Man 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Throwing on 1st down. Webster. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Webster. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Webster. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Operating from the gun, Webster. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Ebron caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Ohio!
They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Ohio!
And they'll run him here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Webster going deep for Moncrief. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And coming out now, the Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the bootleg. Webster. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing on 1st down. Webster. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
56.
Looking to throw. Webster. Incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Webster. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And an alley to run. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, Webster. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Webster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Back to throw. Webster eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Ebron's got it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, Webster. And that's complete to Croft. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They run it again with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year.